Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, March 16th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. There are a lot of people expecting big things in year 2 for the 2016 rookie class, and that definitely holds true for second-year standout Alexis Malone. Coming off 2 very impressive top 5 performances at the Golden State and Tampa Pro, the former NPC National Overall Champ seems like he's ready to hit the ground running here in 2017. Over the last few weeks, we've seen some photos and videos surface out of the Rolon camp that are flat out scary, showing glimpses of that show-stopping muscle that can take the collective breath right out of the building. And no one should be the least bit surprised if he catches a mid-season hot streak and ends up stringing together a couple of wins before the end of the year. To quote the great Dr. Eric Thomas, everyone wants to be a beast until it's time to go out there and do what beasts do. And you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone in the 212 division who can flip on that beast mode switch quite like Anth BAILES. This week, the 212 division's reigning king of hardcore released some footage from one of his legendary training sessions, giving the rest of the division a little reminder of why he still has to be considered the meanest bully on the block. Now that he's been able to keep the injury bug at bay, BAILES finally seems like he's back to being his old self. So don't be surprised if you see him show up and create absolute chaos in a few lineups before the season's end. It isn't too often you see an athlete have a career year in sports after the age of 40. But then again, Ronnie Raquel isn't just an athlete. Less than 6 months removed from delivering a truly awesome 9th place finish at the 212 Olympia, the longtime vet is coming into the new year ready to pick right back up where he left off. This week, some new video footage surfaced of a pretty dangerous looking Rockel just over 2.5 months away from making his season debut at the New York Pro, where he'll be looking to come in and create a little bit of that same magic that fueled a dramatic 2nd place finish back in 2011. And if he even comes close to bringing what we saw at the Olympia, you better believe this guy is going to be right in the mix of things. This year's Charlotte Pro is already shaping up to be one of the more interesting 212 showdowns we're going to see all season. And now it looks like Hollywood Glen might be throwing his name into the mix. This week, the Carolina native released some footage from a midnight posing session, showing off a much leaner and fuller look than anything we've seen from him before. Over the past 2 seasons, Glen has really rededicated himself to the process, and it's translated into some real success both on and off the stage. And as long as he focuses on making conditioning his #1 priority, he seems like a virtual lock for a top 5 finish. Over the years, we've seen more than a few NPC Junior National champs go on to some big things on a pro stage. And there are a whole lot of people out there predicting the 2016 middleweight champ Davion Hill might just be the next big thing. After a relatively quiet offseason, Hill released some video from his latest back training session, where we see the middleweight monster moving the sort of iron that would put most super heavyweights to shame. Inside sources say that Hill has had what's probably the best offseason yet, and is heading into this year's national circuit with his confidence at an all-time high. At just 21 years old, this kid's ceiling seems impossibly high, and it feels like only a matter of time before we see him competing for a pro card at one of this year's pro qualifiers.